Are live. I hope all of you are doing very well. I hope all of you all had a really good Christmas. Merry Christmas. I hope you're all getting ready to bring in the New Year's. And thank you for being here. Just trying to move my things around as usual. There's never enough place, right? Have you ever heard me ever not say that? So thank you, everybody. And let me start from the top. I hope you can hear me, see me. Scorpio Soul, hello. Debbie B, me, myself, Nola Adventures with the Christinator, hello. Looks like a new person. Glad you're here. Welcome, Gypsy Girl, Pauline Rab. Who else? Elena, yes. Wait, Ali Ali, hey. Then I have Delvin H. Then I have Scorpio Soul, of course, Aquarius Girl. Then I have somebody called Meh, M-E-H. Okay. Welcome. Then some of these usernames are like so cool. It's so funny. I wouldn't have thought of it. But Courtney, hello. Then Lana Kohlberg, hello. Then Linda Holmes. So glad to have all of you. Alia, how are you doing? Lucinda, hello. It's so weird. It says current viewers are 0. I don't know what it is with this thingy anyway. So let's get, what are we doing? Okay. I lost it. No. So NOL Adventures with the Christinator says, love your readings. Excited to be here for a live to listen to. I'm glad you're here. Veronica, hello. Alia, she's turning 19 in February. Oh, Megan. Oh, I see it. Okay. I was like, wait, who is that? Okay. Hi, Megan. Cheryl Boaz. Hello. All right. So what I was going to do today, first and foremost, hello. Thank you for being here. I appreciate all of you being here. And Des says, hello, Kirtana. I got 43 viewers. Yeah, I'm not worried. Yeah, I know, Pauline. Sometimes, I don't know what it shows. It doesn't show. It's all skewed. Anyway, Afro-Human, hello. I know, right? It's so weird. Sometimes now it's showing as 21 current viewers. I don't know whether it's because there's a lag. So it's all good. So questions are coming in. So before I get started, Merry belated Christmas. I got a lot of cards, a lot of emails. Some of y'all sent me gifts, which you know you don't have to. The biggest gift you can give me and which you have is just being a part of the real family. What more can I ask for, right? And the fact that y'all are all here, that's enough. We have Emma Flutterfly, pardon me, Emma Flutterfly. Sherilyn Schaffner, hello. Emma, good to see you. I just want to take this moment and say thank you, everybody. I thought about doing a video for Christmas, and I said, you know what? I wasn't going to do a tarot reading because then I would do it for all the sun signs. Then I didn't want to do a tarot reading for any of these cases. I was like, you know what? Christmas, as is, everybody's stressed. And I'm not going to cause people any more stress by doing any sad cases. So I was like, I better just leave that alone for now. And so that's why I didn't put up any videos. So anyway, it's all good, right? Melanie Max says, hello to all, finally catching a live. Thank you, Scorpio Soul. I do appreciate you. Okay, I'm just blabbering. So let's get on with this case, right? Because I'm quite excited. If I have the space to move this. There we go. I think. First and foremost, I'm so glad they were able to finally make an arrest. I'm going to show you the cards. So if you all don't see it on my desk, like I said, I haven't figured out how to, if I lower the camera, then you only see the cards, you don't see my face. And I get people emailing me saying, we want to see your face while you're doing this. So anyway. I'm glad they found this guy. I don't know why I feel like I'm just blabbering, saying a whole bunch of blah, blah, blah. Carrie Milling, hello. Yeah, Bunny is doing well. Thank you. Oh, you know what? Today we took him for his last chicken nugget run. And I took a little video and I completely forgot to post it. So I'll probably do it after we are done with this last one for 2022, right? So I got this fellow's name as Veronica. Thank you. I do appreciate you. Thank you. His name is Brian Christopher Koberger. One of our Debbie sent me the sent me an email, and she was like, oh my god, did you see it? And then we were outside actually, and then when I came home I just turned on the TV, and then I see it on the TV, and I saw, I guarantee somebody's emailed me already, and sure enough, and then of course Gypsy Girl had also done the same. So Brian Christopher Koberger, or Koberger, however you say it. I have his date of birth as November 21st, 1994. Now, this is off of the internet. So I'm assuming that that is the correct one, right? So we'll go with that. I did a quick astrology chart for him because I don't, full disclosure, I don't have his time of birth. I don't know his city and state of birth. I just assumed his city and state of birth was Albrightsville, Pennsylvania, because that's the information I was able to get. So I just went with that. So we don't know. Veronica, I appreciate your generosity. Thank you. So let's see, So he is a Scorpio sun. His moon is in Gemini. His Mercury is in Scorpio. I did a little bit of the math behind his second house, right? Second house, and his first house, 9th house and 10th house are very, very active. So before I go any further, I want to say a couple of things. This video is for entertainment purposes only. These are my observations and my opinions. Please do your own research, do your own due diligence, and draw your own conclusions, okay? A couple of other things I want to bring to light before I get into this reading. There was another young man, okay, called Hudson Lindo, who was apparently found drowned in one of those streams or something in that same vicinity as where these 4 murders took place. But the police did, and he was also a student of the university, I believe. But the police over there, the law enforcement, they jotted it down as being accidental death or something. But based on what information I was given via email by, I'm not going to mention the name, they have kind of done a little research and found some similarities of certain key players who are also in this particular incident, in this particular case too. They are key players, where they were, the proximity to the student and all that weird kind of a connection. I do not know how far it's true. I'm just saying what information I got via email. So that's something that, I may do a reading for that. And there was also somebody who a couple of weeks ago, I think it was a day, whenever I posted my video for this case, Idaho 4, somebody sent me an email saying that there was a ex-roommate or a co-student of one of the 2 girls. I think it said Mary and Kaylee, who I think she was a roommate, who apparently committed suicide because she was bullied. Now, this is not what I'm saying. This is what information was sent to me. And of course, that's like, and she apparently committed suicide. So when I got that email, I of course went and looked at the funeral services that is somewhere on YouTube. And for some reason, the name Melissa was stuck in my head as being that girl's name, but it isn't Melissa, it's something else. I had it written down somewhere here. What's her name? I know I had it here. Golly girl. Debbie, you know her name, right? Debbie, I had discussed this with you earlier today. So if you remember her name, just put it in the comment section. I thought I had a name somewhere here. Oh, I do. My bad. No, I don't. My bad. Anywho, so that's also a little odd, and there were a lot of people who were saying that, does anybody have a birthday on this guy? I do. I have his birthday, November 21st, 1994. Thank you, Pauline. So, there were a lot of people commenting that, oh, Merit Sega, hello, girl. How are you? Um, oh, Kim Highland, hello. Hannah Clear, thank you, Kim. That's the one. That's the girl. Yeah, they were saying that, oh, these two girls who were part of the Idaho 4, they passed, and quote unquote they had it coming, and weird comments like that. So, which is, thank you, Debbie, which is not a right thing to say, because they passed. I mean, whether that young lady Hannah committed suicide because she was bullied, and who she was bullied by, I don't know, but the fact that she committed suicide because she was bullied is sad enough. I mean, it's terrible, right? And then this happens to these people, so of course, everybody's talking, and I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. Maybe some other time I will do a reading for Hannah as well. Meretseka, I don't know whether she committed suicide at the house. Apparently, she was bullied and she left, or something like that. You all need to go and research it. So this young man has a lot of Scorpionic energy. Scorpio Sun, Mercury is in Scorpio, and guess what? Mercury is going retrograde, isn't it? Mercury went retrograde yesterday or today. Wait, I have it here. Mercury, where are you? Mercury retrograde December 29th at 4:32 a.m. And 21 degrees in Capricorn. So, Scorpio, hang on 1 second. So, 1, 2, 3, third house. And Mercury is coming. Yeah, obviously that, it's a very strong. Third house is communication, immediate environment, short trip. So it's a very, and Scorpio is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is restrictive. So no wonder, he did get caught. So I also want to say thank you to Heidi. I did get your card, Christmas card today. Thank you. And to all of y'all who sent me gifts and cards and emails and text messages. Thank you so very much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. All right, let's get on with this. Okay, let's do this, right? So let's talk about the Mercury going retrograde in Scorpio 14 degrees, and that's in Capricorn, that's his third house. And third house is all about communication, immediate environment, and short trips. Like I said, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, so very restrictive, right? And it's like you have to be very, very clear in terms of your communication, because whatever has not been tied up is going to come back to haunt you. And communication, as we all know, be it emails, be it verbal, be it phone calls, be it text messages, be it whatever. So it could be a little bit stingy over there, because retrogression doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing. Now, I'm just going to leave it at that, because if I go into his astrology chart and see what other planets are and what other houses, then there's a whole different thing that pops up. I don't have the time to do that, so I won't get into it. We'll just leave it at this. Then I said his second house, right? Second house and first house. So second house is all about values, talents, possessions, ability to earn income, money, etc. And first house is all about how you present yourself, and how you appear to the public, how you want to be perceived as. And ninth house also popped up. Ninth house is distant travel, higher education, intellect, father. Okay, that sort of a thing. So let's go into the reading now. Where is my cards? So I'm not going into the, hey Margaret, how are you doing? I'm not going into this reading with the intention of, oh, did he do it? That's not the premise of this reading. I'm just going to let you all know right front. If that's something that you're expecting, you probably won't hear it, unless of course the cards tell me like very clearly. But what are the energies around this young man? Okay, what are the energies around him? I'll tell you, Scorpio is very one of those signs that is all about internalizing a lot of things. Now, it's not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. It's not a bad thing. But deep thinking, quiet thinking behind the scenes, a lot of things that are very, very kept hidden, quiet, deep, that sort of a thing. If you get what I'm saying. So I'm trying to find a spot for all these things. We have Gemini. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and I said Mercury is communication. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th house. 8th house is will, secrets, occult, death, regeneration, sexual energy, long-term finances, fantasies. Then we have Mercury. You can't make up this stuff, y'all. Seriously, you just can't. Right? Yari or Yari, but I believe he at least crossed paths with them somewhere. Hi Yari, good to see you. Neptune. Neptune is confusion, illusions, dreams, thinking a lot about stuff, right? So let's do this. I mean, what are the odds that you'd get like Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury and Mercury right here, right? Followed by Neptune. The Tower card. Are we surprised? I'm going to take these two. The Devil card. Oh, there. And the Hermit. Not at all surprised. Not at all surprised. So 16 is the Tower card. It's Mars. It's a disillusionment. It's breaking down of a structure, of a relationship, of an endeavor, of a contract, of a partnership. And then you have the Devil card, which is ruled by Capricorn, which is all about deviant sexual energies. It's very clear. And then you have 9, the Hermit, which is Virgo, which talks about, internalizing a lot of things, thinking a lot of things. It's so let me show you. Okay, that's how I lay my cards. People may not agree with the way I lay my cards, but hey, that's the way I do it. Oh my God. Just trying to pick up the cards. Okay. A lot of confusion, illusion, internalizing all up in his head, thinking a lot. But there's also a lot of deviousness and deviant sexual energies in him too. We have Gemini here, which is the 3rd house in the zodiac, 3rd sign in the zodiac. And then we have the Tower card. For him, Gemini is 1, 2, 3, 8th house, right? For him, being a Scorpio, Gemini is his 8th house, but in the zodiac, Gemini is the 3rd, okay? So 8th house, like I said, talks about secrets, occult, death, regeneration, sexual energies, fantasizing, long-term finances, and Mercury is also ruled by communication. There is no doubt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many weeks has it been since this happened? 9 weeks? 8.5, 9 weeks? Wait, this is not the calendar. I think it is. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm just pulling up my calendar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About, 8 weeks. Wow. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 weeks. Look, I'm going to say that there is more information that's going to roll out in the 9th week, okay? That's going to be quite critical to this case too. So let's wait and see on that. And now let's go on, moving on. Then we have Mercury, which is again communication, and then we have the Devil card. So in terms of how his ability to communicate his feelings, his intentions, his thoughts, his ideas, the darkest secrets, his dreams, his hopes, whatever, was very, very much kind of, he had to rein it in because they were so way out there that people would have turned and looked at him like, what are you, the devil type of thing? I mean, literally that kind of stuff. So he had to be very careful as to how he communicated such thoughts and ideas that he had in his head. Then you have Neptune and the Hermit card. He was very well aware of the fact that he would, if he were so vocal, he is, if he were so vocal and so transparent and so verbal in the way he would go about talking about his deepest, darkest secrets, his intentions, that people would be like, okay, dude, you need to go and see a psychiatrist, or, alarm bells would have gone on. So to avoid that, he kept a lot of this internalized. This is not a dumb dog. He is a smart guy, okay? So let's get on with this reading. Hang on. So we have a lot of people commenting. I'm not going to get suckered into that because then I lose my train of thought, right? Y'all, like I needed more decks, right? So I went and I had a chance to pick up some other decks, which I'm actually going to use for this reading. This is a really cool deck. It's called the Guardian Tarot. I'm going to use that deck just because I feel like I want to use it. It's a really cool deck. I like it because of the artwork, really. So I've done my usual cleansing, whatever, but this is the first time I'm actually going to be like working with it. So let's take a look and see. What do we have? The first card that pops out is Gemini, the Lover's card, right? Let's do that. Okay. Then the Hierophant. These cards are a little bit like crazy, right? I mean, in terms of the artwork, not crazy. They're actually very nice. I like the way the artist has executed the whatever, but I'm sure a lot of people may think it's a bit odd, but I love it. Okay. Did you see the first one? This is the Lover's card. Be patient, okay? Some of y'all may say, oh my God, she's being so slow and dragging. Okay, these two I'm going to take it in reverse because that's how they came up. They fell out. 2 of Swords in the reverse. Just so you know, that's 2 of Swords. So they were in the reverse. And then we have the Chariot card. Yeah. So let's take a look. What are the odds? We have the Gemini here, and then we have the Lover's card here again. Then we have the Hierophant, 2 of Swords in the reverse, and then we have the Chariot card in the reverse. With the Lover's card, I'm going to say that I wonder, excuse me, all as usual, I'm feeling like hot as whatever. With the Lover's card here, duality, right? We know Gemini is all about duality. Duality doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. But in this case, considering how we have, see, this is how it's laid out, right? We have the Gemini, the Tower, and another Lover's card. This duality, twin personalities, dualities, going back and forth, whatever, is very destructive. That is what has been super destructive for this guy. Now, they were saying that he is a student of, or he, something to do with criminal psychology or criminal law or something like that. Absolutely the wrong choice. Absolutely the wrong choice for his academic pursuits. I wish he had never gotten into it. But having said that, even if he had gotten into any other field, such as people like this with this energy, I have seen, not this exact same energy, but similar energy, they get into things like, law enforcement and, the military and stuff like that. And typically they are the ones who go rogue. Okay, I've seen that in a couple of other of the cases that I have done of personal astrology or tarot readings I've done. In my experience, people may not believe or agree with that. So this is absolutely the wrong field for him to have taken. But having said that, he did. Then we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is right here. We have Mercury, we have the Devil, and the Hierophant card, correct? So here what I'm going to say, what is the Hierophant? The Hierophant is Taurus energy, right? And it is all about organizations, it's all about institutions, control. The Hierophant is also about, the mind conforming to rules and things set forth. And it's also about the blending of energies of mind, body, and spirit, and being able to control all of it, right? So here we have Mercury, communication, the Devil, and this. What I'm going to say over here is, I do believe from a very young age, this is not somebody who just woke up yesterday and said, I'm going to take a knife or a gun and go kill people. From a very young age, okay, he has always thought about the only way to be able to have power over people is if you're able to somehow control them. I hate to say this, in a sexual way. You know what I mean? So if he has had past relationships with anybody, I wouldn't be surprised if he has expressed his, Mercury again, communication, expressed his interest in some weird stuff. And that must have spooked people, and they must have said, dude, I ain't seeing you again, and walked away. Some weird dynamics over there. Then we have Neptune, the Hermit card, and then we have the Two of Swords in reverse. Now, as we know, Two of Swords does talk about either you compromise or make a decision. There was no compromising or making a decision. I'm going to say this guy had a lot of clarity of thought, in the sense that he was very clear about his actions and what he intended to do. So there was no question of him, I have to make a decision, or I have to compromise or walk away, nothing like that. It's almost like, I don't know whether I have to say, I want to say he was on autopilot, or he was in a blank space, like his head was blank. No thought, no rational thoughts were in his head. Like it is almost, I suppose autopilot. He was on autopilot when this happened. Now, the Chariot card, as we know, is a Cancer card, right? So Chariot is all about being able to, again, progress, right? The Chariot card is protecting your emotions, progressing, managing the energies, the intense energies of your emotions, being able to manage that, being able to channel those intense emotions and focus and redirect them in a positive way, in a positive manner for a positive outcome. Having that control, having that ability to control those weird emotions. I mean, there are a lot of people who have these weird thoughts and all that, but they don't necessarily carry them out, right? Because they'll be like, okay, this is crazy. Not everybody who thinks about XYZ is actually going to go out there and do XYZ, right? So, but for him in the reverse, it's almost like giving in to the notion, the idea that this is what I need to do, this is what I have to do, and it's okay. It's almost giving himself permission to do what he wants to do. This is a very intense person, very intense. He's very smart also. Does not take betrayal very easy. If anybody says no, particularly in situations like this or relationships such as this, interests, he takes it very, very seriously and he's very deeply offended by that. It's almost like, okay, if somebody says, average human being, if somebody says, hey man, I'm not interested, or hey girl, I'm not interested in going out with you, thank you, I mean, let's just be friends. Yeah, maybe some people will be a little bit bummed out, but then maybe some people will say, hey, maybe I'll back off and try again. Not every one of those people who has been rejected turn around to be a stalker or a murderer, right? People get, oh, all right, whatever, let's move on, right? And 20 years later, if you ask them, chances are they'll be like, yeah, hindsight, it's a good thing I didn't get together with that person, type of thing. So, some people take rejection fine in a healthy way, and some people just can't. He's one of those who takes it like, almost like, what do I use to clean my glasses? The end of my sleeve. That's just me. He takes rejection much, much deeper, almost like, not just like, oh, okay, fine, you're not good enough for me, or you're not a good match for me. It's almost like you're questioning my existence as a human being. He takes it at that level. So this is one weird dude, man, seriously. Hey Susie Q, good to see you. Merit say good. Design says I'm buying a big dog. Hey Lena, Tarot Oracle, how are you? I missed some of you. Linda Holmes, hello. Okay, so let's get on with this, right? This is oh my god, now I'm cold. Good. I'm telling you, man, seriously something. What can I say, people? I'm sorry if I'm always doing this like fidgeting type of thing, but I get hot, I get cold, I don't know what is going on. Okay. These are some cool cards though. Bernard, for real? For real, Bernard. I gotta say something, share something with y'all. In the morning, I did a little mini thing for me when I found out about this guy. I got the Wheel of Fortune, I got Temperance, and I got the Sagittarius card. All of them. But now, here I have Temperance. Okay. I have the Death card again. And I have the Hangman. Let's get one more. In case you are wondering what, I'm sure a lot of you will be like, what cards are they? This is the one. And I bought it out of my own money, so it's just nobody's sponsoring me or paying me to show these cards. So oh, the back of the cards look like this. Shuffle, come on. Do you not want to shuffle? We have the Moon card. Okay. Let me do that. Okay. The Moon card. So we had a lunar eclipse on the 8th of November, and then we have a new moon on 23rd November. Now remember, his birthday is on the 21st of November. And then we have a full moon on the 8th of December and a new moon on the 23rd of December. We also had the solar eclipse on October 25th. So, and he's a Scorpio, right? November 20th. Seriously heavy energy. Like something major was to come about. I mean, it's a given. This is like catastrophe waiting to happen type of thing. Then we have Nine of Pentacles. Beautiful cards, seriously. I'm going to take these two. Then we have Queen of Cups. I hate when this card comes out. It makes me so annoyed. And then we have the King of Pentacles. So I'm going to have to get one more card for that. Nope. This guy. We have the Magician. Wow. So interesting. So interesting. So let's take a look at this. So we had the Moon card, Temperance, and the Lovers card. So this is a failed relationship. Failed rebuke. No, wait. What's the word? Failed relationship. Failed. Why can't I find the word? He was rebuked. He was like told, hey, go away, or not interested, or not noticed, or you don't matter, or you don't exist, or not given his due, not acknowledged. Dang, that's all I needed to say, not acknowledged. And the Moon card is a Pisces card, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth house does talk about love affairs, speculation. So he was definitely kind of, said, y'all, I'm not going to say anything. Just look at the card. What do you see? So definitely it was rejection. There, that's the word. Then we have Nine of Pentacles, and then we have the Death card and Hierophant. So the Nine of Pentacles does talk about, having the self-sufficiency, solo gains, solo pleasures, having the ability to create or make happen whatever you want to make happen on your own merit, individually, solo, right? But then Nine of Pentacles also does say there is an intention, there is a almost like a taking pride and saying, this is going to help me go further. This is going to help me move further. It's almost like, okay, now I have the confidence and the ability to do this, and I have done this. So moving on, I have the confidence. I know I can. I am now confident about my independent abilities. I can go forward and do this again. I would not be surprised if this fellow goes on and does this again. I think I said it in one of the other readings. I wouldn't be surprised if he has done something like this before in the past, and he will do something like this again. And I think in one of the readings, I don't know whether it's the first one or the second one, I said they better move really fast. Thankfully they did, faster than a lot of other cases, but in other cities and states. Then we have the Queen of Cups, the Two of Swords in reverse, the Hangman, and the Queen of Cups. Now, Queen of Cups is obviously somebody who's very resourceful, who's very supportive emotionally, typically associated with the mother or the mother figure, that sort of a thing. I will say that I will be really surprised if his relationship with his parent, female parent, mother, is, it's almost like it's suspended, like it's like put on hold. I'm not going to say that they don't like each other, they hate each other, or is estranged or whatever. I'm not going to say that. But for a brief period of time, it was almost like put on hold, right? It was like in a status quo kind of, or just put on hold. I don't know how else to explain it. So that emotional Why was it put on hold? It was suspended though. And also, I'm going to say that there were times where he did have to take a step back, and he did take a step back and reevaluate his relationship with his mother, right? For whatever reason, I at this point in time can't say it was a bad relationship, it was a toxic, I can't say that, but just reevaluating his relationship with his mother. Then we have the Chariot card in the reverse, King of Pentacles, and the Magician. Now, King of Pentacles is somebody who is typically associated with the father, right? Somebody who is financially the financial provider, the typically, right? And somebody who's responsible, who knows how to manage the funds, who's good at making decisions such as that, who's a little bit more conscious and stable with regards to managing finances, resources, job, business, family, that sort of stuff. But it also talks about, and I wouldn't be surprised if there is also a somebody in the family would have something to do with the medical field. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if his father, in fact, or his mother, or somebody in the family has some sort of association, involvement in the medical field. Then we have the Magician, right? And as we know, the Magician is Mercury. Again, communication. Again, Mercury talks about travel, communication. And with the Magician card showing up, I do believe that there has been a lot of communication with regard between him and his father, okay? And a lot of exchange of words, a lot of exchanging of passionate exchanges. So whether it's argumentative or it was just passionate exchanges of having passionate conversations about things that they were passionate, I can't tell. But lot of exchange of communication words. But for him here, based on these cards, there is also a very great need to feel like he wants to be in control, he wants to be in charge. I don't know what's transpired in his life or how it works. Again, I'm not a psychologist or anything like that. Again, remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. My observations, my opinions. Do your own research, do your own due diligence, draw your own conclusions. It almost feels like from a very young age, he has had this great need to be his own person, to be in charge. Am I going to say that he was lacked self-confidence or try to overcompensate for that by deviant ways? I don't know, but there's this great need to want to be able to control and have that the power, the rush that comes with it, that control. Look, I'm telling you, if they hadn't caught this guy, he would have gone on to do something else. Okay, let me take a quick hi Tina. Okay, let me take a Oh my God, I see Lena's tarot oracle here. She goes, sister works in mental health. Oh my goodness. Holy moly, cajolis. Y'all. Hey, Lady Sophia, good to see you. Pat Howard has said here also, interesting that his sister is in the mental health field. Maybe his sister and his mother always knew there was something off about him and kept him at a distance. Oh my God. Okay, I'm not looking at because I'll get... no. Okay, let's move on. Oh my God, freaking me out, y'all. This is all right. I actually took out this set, my Black Tarot set. I thought, oh, okay, let me use that because that's also a very intense set. But I'm just going to go with this though, because the energy is really good. I'm feeling the energy, like nice energy in this deck. So not that this is any bad or anything, just we'll go with this. What does it say? Dabrai. So I, Gypsy Girl and myself, we tried to figure this out and I couldn't. You know how I pull out those little letters, like those little thingies, like this, for come on, focus, for a lot of my readings. I know for the second one, I believe I had pulled something out. E as in elephant, W as in William, A as in Alpha, F as in Frank, K as in Kansas, V as in Victor, and the number 4. I also know that I had got something like that in the first reading I did, but I didn't have the time to go back and look at the comments. Okay, so Seven of Cups, and somebody else is hiding behind the Seven of Cups. Ooh, he does not want to pop. Okay, Seven of Cups and Ace of Wands. So I got Seven of Cups and Ace of Wands behind that. Okay. Then actually, let me see that. I'm going to do this. Seven of Swords. Oh my God. How do I place this? I don't know how to do. Okay, let's just do that. There we go. Then we have Page of Wands. Look, I'm going to say this. I believe that, of course, they were targeted, like I said it the very first time, the second time, but 2 of them are collateral damage. Seven of Cups. Does this remind you of a party house or what? Barbara Rosen. Hey, Barbara. Yeah, the charms, right? Yeah, Sherilyn, that's the word. I forget. Oh, on a side note, since I got this here, I got this as a gift from my beautiful friend. Look at that little old Tweety. So that's my glass. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, moving on. Then we have Seven of Cups. Having a lot of choices, having a lot of options, indulging, overindulgence, followed by the Moon, the Temperance, and the Lover's card. So what I'm going to say here is clearly. Now, is he socially awkward? He's not socially awkward. But does he have the, you know how some people are really good at socializing, it just comes naturally to them, and some of them are awkward, and some of them it takes a little time for them to kind of warm up and socialize in a group of people and blend. For him, it was all about wanting to be able to balance those energies, and he was envious of whoever lived in this particular place, whoever he was after, envious because he felt like they had the ability to be so easily, have the ability to so easily socialize and blend and, you know, do all that. So it was interest, it was envy, it was jealousy, it was misplaced interest, like love interest, like romantic interest, misplaced. So it's like all of that rolled into one. So it's like, I know I have choices, but I want that, but then I'm mad at that individual. I don't want that individual. Y'all, I'm, it's like so twisted, like, but I'm also going to say with the Seven of Cups, experimentation. See, temperance is balance or lack of balance, needing to balance. Temperance is also experimenting a little of this, that, and the other. And then Seven of Cups is also experimentation, overindulgence, wanting to, having a lot of options, but also this is like an experiment for him. So if he was not caught, oh, I have the confidence, I got away with it, I did it, I'm able to do it by myself, I can move on and now do other things. So that's what this is telling me, okay? So let's move on. Ace of Wands. So this urge and this Ace of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, the Death card, the Hierophant, the Devil card, and Mercury. It's this urge to want to control and the need to control. But with this card, the Ace of Wands popping up, it's almost like that rush of, oh my God, I can't believe I pulled it off. Like, I can't believe myself. It's almost like out of body experience, looking into himself and saying, dude, I can't believe you did it, man. I can't believe you pulled it off. And with that comes that feeling of empowerment and that feeling of an elevated false sense of masculinity. Does that make any sense? Okay, you have to excuse me for a moment. I'm going to turn on the fan because putting on my little thingy and taking it off is like not an option. Let me just, oh buddy, oh buddy, oh my God, sorry puppy. Oh God, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, there. Instead of turning on the fan, I turned off the light. Isn't it weird? It's that feeling like you're in control and feeling that false sense of accomplishment, that and feeling like, oh, okay, now I've accomplished this. Now in my own eyes, I am now more of a man type of thing. Weird, right? Sorry, y'all. Just, I can't help it. Then you have the Seven of Swords. And Seven of Swords is betrayal, theft, dishonesty, running away, having stolen something. Complete betrayal. We know that. Seven of Swords upright, Two of Swords in the reverse, the Hangman and the Queen of Cups, Neptune and the Hermit card. So clearly on the sly, when everybody was asleep, using stealthily doing things on the sly, right? So very clearly under the cover of darkness and complete dishonesty, betrayal, and he tried to get away. He would have got away if they hadn't moved as fast as they did. Then you have the Page of Wands. For him, Page of Wands, a Chariot in the reverse, the King of Pentacles, the Magician. It's like, okay, moving on to the next project. That's how his mind works. This is a big experiment for him. This guy is majorly twisted, y'all. This dude is like seriously twisted. You know what? I'm going to stop this and then I'm going to pull some cards and see like his folks. I'll do one for his dad if he has a father. Yeah, I think he does have a father. I got their names, the father's name and the mother's name and the sister's name. But I'm not going to mention their names because I'm just not. I like the way Lena phrases it. Hi, Marisol. What does Yari say? Okay, hang on one second. Somebody has asked a question. River Birch Farm. But did he do it by himself? Yes, that's a good question. We're getting there. Hang on to your bootstraps over there. Emma Flutterfly, I think he used his thesis as a... Oh, I don't know about that. Wait, somebody... Okay, hang on. Merit Sager says, A psychiatrist said many people enter the field to learn what is wrong with themselves. He was into criminology for perhaps, yeah, maybe interesting. So somebody here, oh, I missed that. Hi, Kelly. I haven't seen any of those posts. River Birch Farms. Hang on one second. But did he do it himself? Okay. Tina Lai. So everything at the food truck was more so for a timeline. Crazy how there were so many J names. Platform. Yeah. What's his name? Brian Christopher. And he's from, oh my God, he's from Washington. Look, y'all, when I pulled those little charms, I got E as in England, right? Isn't that his car, Elantra? Okay, maybe this is reaching a little bit. But W-A, Washington. F, I don't know what F stands for. K is Koberger. V, I don't know what V stands for. And 4, he killed 4 people. Bye, Veronica. No worries. It's all good. Okay, think about that. She's not well. Well, take care, girl. Sharon says F for freak. So think about it. Let me just type it out. It's so interesting. Of course, people say, okay, Tana, you're really reaching, but whatever. F KV4. Is that correct? EWAFKV4. This is what had popped up. Okay, so thank you, Veronica. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You just being here is good. Thank you. Who knows, Merit, right? Who knows? Thank you, Veronica. Take care. Unfailing cold. Okay. Okay, let me, before I get sidetracked, wait. Let me do this. We are just getting started, right? So let's do this. I'm going to see one for... okay, let's pull one for his dad. His dad's name I got as... I better not say. His dad, well, you know, I'm just going to say the dad's name I got is Michael and mother's name is Mary. So I think that's right. I don't know if it isn't. We got the Cancer card. How interesting, right? Let me get one for the, oh no, we'll do another later. Do just for the dad now. Make sure that everything is, when did these get reversed? Okay. His dad is Michael. Thank you. Heard that his mom was on to him. Okay, let's see. The Lover's card again. Come on, focus. So the Lover's card, of course, is, you know, duality, decision making, communication is Gemini, it's communication, is that sort of a stuff. But I wonder, okay, I'm going to say this again, just my opinions, don't come at me. I wonder if there has been a history of the parents themselves not being, see, I have to be very respectful. A lot of relationships, you go through these phases where you're totally in love, and sometimes, you know, you get on each other's nerves and you want to break, you take a break, and sometimes that break breaks apart a little bit further, and then you really need to take a break, and then you come back to your relationship, and that sort of thing happens, right? based on what I'm seeing here, I wonder if that might have been because Cancer is emotions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is the ninth house for him. Cancer is his ninth house, and ninth house is all about the father. Okay. Distance, travel, emotions, age. I wonder if he was also very upset with the fact that maybe his father had a job where he traveled a lot, or maybe his father had distanced himself from this family for a little bit, and they might have been something else and might have reconciled and come back or something like that, because that's what the cards are telling me. Again, this is for entertainment purposes only. These are my observations, my opinions. Do your own research, do your own due diligence, and draw your own conclusions. I'm also going to say the father had a lot of high expectations from this kid, more than the sister. Like extreme pressure from the father. Or he might have construed it as being extreme pressure, high expectations, unfailing cold. So Cheryl says she heard he dated Zaina. Not sure how. Oh, I don't know. Not sure how dependable that bit of information is, as Sherilyn says. Marisol, hey, okay, let's see. Tell me what I need to know about his dad, Michael. Father's middle initial is F as in Frank. Mother's middle, I may as well say it, mother, because it's on the internet. I'm not like jeopardizing anything. It's all available, like free use of public knowledge thingy. His mother's middle name is A as in Alpha. And I had said E as in elephant, W as in William, A as in Alpha, F as in Frank, K as in Kansas, V as in Victor, and 4. Wow, wow, wow. Wait. May says 2 of those girls were Gemini. Yeah, we know. I think it was Madison and her friend, right? Kayla or Kaylee. Excuse me. Page of Pentacles. This is the relationship, the thing reading for his father. Then we have 10 of Wands, right? This one. And we have Page of Wands. Oh, okay. So I will say this because pages are younger people. So maybe like there was a little bit of between the brother and the sister, and then you have the 10 of Wands in the middle. So 10 of Wands does talk about exhaustion, too many burdens, a lot of burdens, carrying a lot of weight, feeling like you can't carry the weight anymore. So Page of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, and Page of Wands. And between the 2 pages here, you have this 10 of Wands. So I feel like maybe there was unrealistic expectations put on this guy, or he felt in his head. Maybe he felt that there was too much of expectation, or they were harder on him and not as hard on the sister, or vice versa. That is going on here, okay? So let's put that aside for a second and see what the thing is with his mom. Okay, I don't remember who sent me this candle, but man, it is so yummy. I just took it out today. Somebody sent me this. I can't tell you who did. Coin. I don't know. I wonder if it was Susie Q, because it says Mei Chang, Bergamot, and Ylang. Oh my God, it is so good. Yeah, if I had breathed that any further, that flame would have gone up my nose. I felt the heat there. Okay, let's see for the mother now. Thank you, Barbara. Good to see you. Hi, Marcy. Hi, Monica. No, you're not late. We're still here. Susie, it was you. See, I remembered. It's so awesome. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Neptune, okay, for mom. We'll see. Oh my God, Susie, I have to share something with you. Remember that Zoom we did that was 3.5 hours long or something? Oh my God, girl, it has been impossible getting it loaded. I haven't erased the file. I still have it. I got so frustrated because I loaded it and then I asked my tech guy to go see whether it was all there, and he said yes, and then he calls me back and he said no. So I'll have to fix that, girl. Some one way or the other, I'll get that recording to you. Monica, that's a good question. And we have the world card. So very interesting. So let's take a look at this for a second. So the world is Saturn, right? It's things coming to a completion. And it talks about successful completion through hard work and effort put in. And clearly, you know, she's got, you see these two creatures here, right? Symbolic of children, you would say. And then you have Neptune. And as we know, Neptune rules Pisces. And Pisces is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, his fifth house. And what is fifth house? Fifth house is kids, right? Fifth house is education, speculation, of course, love affairs. But there could be a kind of a distancing of affections, of alienation type of thing. Let's see. Oh, Barbara wants to see the candle. Barbara, it says coineal or coineal. Let me show you. You see that? Oh, Barbara, are you from the other side of the pond too? I think so, right? Oh, it's not. Y'all, this candle, the scent is so okay, I'm going to say this, right? You'll think I'm very bougie, but this is a bougie scent. I love it. You know how some of these fragrances, it's like in your face, they're so strong, and right off the bat, you can tell that they are synthetic and it's kind of cheapy. And it's like, you can tell, right? But very few candles, the scent is so genuine, and there's a difference between natural and synthetic. This is natural. That's how it smells to me. And it's so delicate and so, oh, it's just beautiful. Thank you, Susie. It's just awesome. I'm going to wait. This is the lid for it. I'm going to repurpose this once I'm done with it, because it's a very nice piece of glass as well. Coin meal is Gaelic. Oh, I was just spelling it. It's a COINNEAL. That's what it spells here. But anywho. Okay, moving on to the... Oh, okay. Oh my God, y'all. Remember I said earlier when I did a mini reading for him in the morning after I heard about this breaking news thingy, and Debbie sent me the email and all that stuff. I got the Wheel of Fortune, I got Temperance, and I got the Sagittarius card. And earlier we had the Temperance too, correct? Now see, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Then we have Knight of Wands. We have Ace of Pentacles. Oh my God. And Three of Pentacles. There has been some sort of a weird family dynamic here, I will tell you. So Wheel of Fortune, as we know, it is Sagittarius. It talks about power, Jupiter, right? Power, movement, progression in a positive manner, things that are not stagnant, things moving, right? See, Neptune, as I said, illusions, right? Dreams, that sort of a thing, but it's 21. Do you see it? 21. This is 21. 2 and 1 is 3. Wheel of Fortune. We have Wheel of Fortune here. We have Knight of Wands. We have Ace of Pentacles and 3 of Pentacles too. Okay, let's move on. Then we have Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is very interesting here, because the Knight of Wands does talk about wanting to be free, wanting to be let loose and be allowed to explore and delve and pursue that creative thinking and that sort of stuff. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles, and Ace of Pentacles talks about the ability to I shouldn't say invent, but be innovative, new ideas, etc. And Pentacles is more grounding, right? It's finances, yes, it's grounding, it's an earth element, right? It's Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. And the Pentacles does talk about being centered, grounded, being stable, stabilizing, that sort of a thing. So as much as y'all, these cards are just bomb.com. I love these cards. I think I should send a note to the creator of these cards. Look at that. I would not be surprised if she really had if the mom had some medical issues when she was pregnant with him, or maybe like it was a surprise pregnancy or something quite like that. But I also want to say that from the very beginning, he would have been looked upon as being somebody who you could not, children are like, behave yourself. I'm going to tell you once, I'm going to tell you twice. He was not like that. But I also do believe at a young age, he was encouraged that freedom to and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with your parents encouraging you to, open your mind and pursue your, nothing wrong with that, because kids, they're formative years, right? But then again, how far are you going to encourage them before you start reining them back in and saying, hey, okay, buddy, calm down, cool down, or dial it back, or whatever. I feel at some point in time that energy shift happened, and then I think the mother realized that, okay, this is not something that can be reined back in now. Excuse me, y'all. And then you have the 3 of Pentacles. So it's very interesting. So 3 of Pentacles, again, Pentacles, as I say, 3 of Pentacles, right? Pentacles, as I say, is, the earth energy, the grounding, the thing. It's so, look at it. Even though it says 3 of Pentacles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people on this card. 3 of Pentacles, teamwork, collaboration, cooperation, being able to continue to work, having somebody help you pursue your dreams, having somebody help you improve on your skills, on your job, on whatever you're focused on, and push you forward. I do believe the mother, with all good intentions, she did try, but after some point in time, I do believe that she might have said, okay, now this is not going the right way, right direction, a little bit of a conflict is there. Y'all, this guy would have continued to, oh my God, y'all, okay. Okay, I'm going to show you, right? Pay attention. To those of you who are smart, well, that's not right. Every one of you is smart. I apologize for what I said. I apologize. Every one of you is smart. For those of you who noticed and paid attention to whatever was on the news, let me show you. You see this house? And you see that house. Debbie, are you here still? You see that? Did I lose Debbie? Debbie had better not be lost. Debbie, come back. Oh, I hope she didn't leave. Monica Lynn, hi. Cheryl Boa says, my mom was schizophrenic but never got help. That's very unfortunate, right? Yeah, Debbie, look at this picture, Debbie. We should do a Saturday for you folks, for your members. See that? And look at this one on top. Hi. Hi, I got this. She says, hi, Miss K. Hi. Okay, I'll answer your question, Lady Sophia. Hang on there, okay? So I do believe at some point in time that they must have been like, oh, I can't control, I can't rein it back, it's beyond. But to answer your question, I can't say with absolute certainty at this point in time that he had somebody to help him. But I will say, though, that he would have gone on to do this again. I will say 3 times. So either he has already done it once before this and he would have gone on to do it one more time, which would have been 3 incidences, or this was the first and he would have gone on to do 2 more such incidences. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. And then I'm going to do, he has a sister. So I'm just going to do in the 60s and 70s, not much help for mental health. Yeah, that's true. And it's so unfortunate, isn't it? She goes, Susie Q, she says she's got Zoom withdrawals. You know what? I will do the Zoom. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. This is like freaky. And again, the regulars, you will get your, actually, you know what? I will do the Zoom. As usual, I'll do it. Today is Friday, right? Tomorrow is Saturday, 11 o'clock, I'll do it. So don't fret if you don't get your invitation tonight. You'll get it definitely tomorrow. If not now, then first thing in the morning I'll do it. And remember, I'm in Central Standard Time. So the regulars, you all will all get your invitations. Anybody else who wants to go on the invitation, send me a request in an email. Please be prepared to show your face and use your real name, because if you want to hide behind the camera and not show your face and all that, I will not send you the invitation, because this is a very small group and it's a very safe environment, and that's why we are comfortable showing our faces and actually using our real names. So if you're not willing to do that, then you're not going to get the invitation. And if you say yes and pop in there and then decide not to show your face, you're just going to be bumped off. I'll just say it. Jen 007 says, did he have 2 sisters? I don't know. Kelly says she can't hear. Oh my God, y'all can hear? Are we having another interruption here, y'all? Anybody else? Kelly, are you the only one who can't hear? Rachel, just send me an email to my email address, which I will put in here, right? Tarot1123@gmail.com. Just send me a request to my email address and I'll send you the link for the Zoom and we'll get on there. Mr. Robert 773420 says okay. Okay, okay, I got this. Okay, everybody hears. So Kelly, check your settings maybe. Hi Kathleen. Monica then. No, I'm not near maybe she's asking Cheryl. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not in a tunnel, girl. Okay. Oh, I don't know, Jen. One is a therapist and the other is an actress. Oh, wow. I don't know about that. I don't know. I only found one name I found him having one sibling. Okay, let's move on. This is for the sibling. Carrie Milling says she can hear. Okay, great. Oh, I'm sorry, Monica. Okay, let's see. We have Scorpio. Just what are the dynamics between him and his sibling or siblings? Okay, so we'll see. Judgment. So very interesting. So let's stop for a second over here. So as we all know, right, judgment is Pluto. It talks about forgive and forget. And then we have Scorpio here. See, we have Scorpio and then we have judgment. Now, guess who rules Scorpio? Mars and Pluto. And we do know that the judgment card, which is Pluto, talks about change and growth and rebuild and release and all effort to, the phoenix rising from the ashes and trying to correct things and re-infuse a degenerated situation with new life so it can come back up and that sort of a thing, right? So very interesting because Scorpio is his first house. So maybe he might have had a sibling, whether he had one sister or two sisters, I don't know. But Alia, you're very kind, thank you. He had one person try to help him in terms of rebuilding, restructuring, regrouping, help him basically. Be it help him heal, be it help him through certain difficulties. Maybe she might have been on his side and said, maybe, one parent or both parents said, look, we can't deal with you, you need to go. And she might have taken his side and said, he's still family, whatever. Try to kind of help him a little bit. But I also sense that there was this counseling kind of an energy from this sister. Okay? I seriously don't know whether he has one sister or two sisters. I just know of one, that's what I found. But, and I can't, if he had two sisters, and I can't tell you which one. So, who, me? Alia, you are just too kind. But you know what? Vanity. Okay, girl. There we go. We have the Ace of Cups. There is this, I think he's closer to his sibling than he is with the parent. And Ace of Cups can be a strong emotional offer, bond, relationship. Monica says Anna and Melissa. He's got two sisters, Anna and Melissa. Okay, I just had one name, which is Melissa. But okay, it's like that strong bond, that emotional, hey, I'm here for you, that type of a thing. Also may have offered him emotional support or solace oftentimes. So, hey Delvin. You are so funny, Alia. But you're very sweet. Thank you though. Alright, let's see. And then we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, very interesting energy. I wasn't prepared for that. And then we have the Six of Wands. Okay, see, this is like a weird energy. Really weird. Let me pull two more cards for this. Because I never expected this. Well, I shouldn't say never expected. I shouldn't be surprised. Page of Wands. King of Wands. And the World. Let me show you the cards. So Page of Wands. King of Wands. Okay. And then the World card. Look, I will say with this that the Nine of Swords would have been, look, I am here for you, emotional support, helping you and guiding you and offer you some stability and some support. But there is this great need to insist that you stay within your bounds, you stay within your limits. I also want to say that this particular sibling must have had a lot of anxiety and a lot of nightmares, sleepless nights, stress, a lot of stress. Because I do believe at the back of her mind, she did more than the parents must have realized that something was terribly off with this kid. And then you have the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands does talk about, homecoming. It does talk about victory and recognitions and good news and success. So there could have been a struggle there too, because as much as I want to be here and support my siblings, it's causing me a lot of anxiety. I also need to focus on my own career. I also need to focus on my own success and pursue that. I cannot completely give up my life and take care of this, put him ahead of my life. But there is also this pursuit of wanting to keep him close to the house, close to the family, like keep more control or keep tabs on him. But the Page of Wands pops up and says, look, no, I'm still going to, hey, buddy, maybe you should stop this, for a little bit, take a step back, set aside your project, take a step back and chill for a little bit, because he comes across as being totally consumed by this project or totally consumed by this new novel idea or concept or pursuit. And she's like, I'm sure he must have discussed this. I mean, not discussed, I'm going to go kill 4 people, but discuss this. And she must have realized, there's something off over here, and try to convince him to, set it aside for a little bit. It's eating you up. Take a break, come back home, chill for a little bit. You can start a fresh type of thing. But he's like, no, I can't. You know how driven I am. You know how passionate I am. I need to go. I need to do it. And the World card pops up again, which is again, I need to complete this. I need to see this through. And then you have the King of Wands. I need to see this through. I have to take action. I have to be bold and be that leader and take that initiative and take the action, and I have to go forth. This is a very unfortunate case. Very unfortunate. Ay, caramba. Robin Sue Weber says, I've been trying to reach out to say great work. My YouTube was not cooperating. Nice psychological read into him. Happy New Year too. Thank you, Robin Sue. I do appreciate you. Yeah, y'all. New Year's is like what? Just around the corner, right? Right? And to those of you who got hit by this bad weather, oh my God. Up north in New York and Buffalo and all that. Isn't that terrible? So, all right. So, so it's me says, I noticed some or most of the cards have empty eyes. No, it's just the artist's rendition to, I don't think there's any specific reason to that. It's just the way the artist has interpreted the cards. No, look, some of them do have eyes. Not all of them. Look at this. The lion does have eyes. That little angel or cherub has eyes. It's just art. He's going to get off, y'all. He's going to get off on psychological issues. Like they'll be like put him into prison for. I'm sorry. Not prison. Put him into. They'll do a evaluation and assessment on him, and they'll be like, oh, he needs to be heavily medicated and this and that and all that stuff. Okay. Give me 1 second, okay? Let me just... Okay. Oh, this candle is so good. It's like, here she goes. Oh my God. It's so good. That bergamot and ylang and Mei Chang. I don't know what Mei Chang is. I have to look into it. No, he's not going. Well, he's not going to get away with it. As in, he's not going to be out in the street and people are like, "Oh my God, he's living a life." But he's going to like psych evaluation and all that, and they'll be like, "Oh, Ace of Pentacles again." Wow. The mother, I feel, is going to be a crucial witness in the case. The mother. The mom is going to be pretty important. Principal, central figure. Wait. Yeah, seriously, the candle is so good though. Yeah, I do have it. Susie, I have it here. Look, and I haven't used them here. I've kept them. Oops. Here, this is what you sent me, right? Girl, I haven't opened them. I am like, oh, I'll open it sometime. Let me use all the other stuff. And I'm saving these, girl. I haven't. See, I'm trying to open this. Oh, it's so good. And this one is geranium. This is rapeseed wax. 100% essential oil. Ow. If I can open this. See, I don't want to open it because I feel the scent will all fly away. So until I'm really ready to use it, I'm not going to open it. And I have that little thing you sent me, which is so cool. I have to show everybody. Oh my God, I better not break it. This, you remember you sent me this? The witch's clutter. Is that so cool? I better keep it safe here. I got all those things, and I had that spoon and something you sent me, the witch's thing, the grass. I have all of that. I keep my gifts, y'all. I don't throw it away. I keep them. And the stuff that Gypsy Girl sent me, I have it. And some of y'all sent me, I have it all here. I just haven't got around to opening it and using it. And I save them. Like I savor them. I'll only open one candle at a time. And once all that candle is completely done, then I'll break out another candle. It's so weird. So the other day, it is apple, cinnamon, something. It is a smaller jar. I can't remember who gave it to me though. And I've been saving it for a while because it smells just like apple strudel. And I was out somewhere, I came home, and then I see this candle opened and it's sitting in the living room. And I'm like, what is that doing there? Because to me, it looked like sun-dried tomatoes. I love sun-dried tomatoes, even though I'm not supposed to eat tomatoes because I'm allergic to tomatoes. And I'm like, when did you buy sun-dried tomatoes? And why is it sitting in the living room? And he goes, that's a candle. And I go, what candle? And he said, is that apple strudel? And he goes, yes. Oh, I got so mad at him. I was like, who said you could light it? Who said you could use it? Blow it out and put the lid back on and keep it. And he's like, what are you keeping them for? I'm like, one at a time, dude. One at a time. So it was too funny. But then we kind of negotiated and I let him have it. Okay, hang on. We're getting into some legalities over here. So wait. Personal reading. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So y'all, I want to say, let me rant a little bit. So when you book for a reading, I'm not going to mention any names, and there's a no-show, it puts me on the spot. And particularly, if I have pushed back some other readings just to accommodate you, it's kind of not fair, right? I mean, not that I have anything personal to pick against you. Stuff happens, right? Sometimes stuff happens that, hey, I couldn't make it. Things happen. The car broke down, whatever. Things happen, right? That's okay. I'll give people the benefit of doubt once. But if it has happened a couple times and there are no shows and then they come out with all these excuses, then there's a pattern over there. And I don't necessarily appreciate that. If anybody who has had readings with me, you'll all know that many a time I've done free readings, and many a time I'm like, hey, I can't make it. I have an appointment. I can't make it. Can we reschedule, or maybe not at this time? I have just said, look, don't worry about it. I'm going to refund your money. When you're ready, then we'll go through the process again. Then you can pay the fee and then we'll start again. Because if I forget, like let's say 6 months down the line, you reschedule and you say, oh, I've already paid, and I forget, I have to go back and look at all my records to make sure that, oh, yes, you did pay, and yes, you're right, we didn't do a reading, so I'll do this reading now. I don't want to be bothered with that. So what I do is I just refund. It doesn't matter. Oh, no, Kirtana, you can keep the money. I'll come back and get a reading. No, I don't want to be hassled with that, because if I forget and then we get into a situation or whatever, I don't want that. So I just refund the money and say, look, when you're ready, go through the same process, you pay again then and things. So this time let me just refund. I've done that many a time. And sometimes when people have kind of gotten a little snarky with me in the emails, I just say, I'm sorry, I can't do a reading for you at this time, and I just refund it. But if you're going to, and this happened, if you're going to send me an email and get in my face and say, oh, go ahead and keep that $50 and all, let me make something very, very clear, people. Okay, I won't mention the name, but yes, I'm ranting. Your $50, my life does not be, I'm not saying this because I'm arrogant. My life does not depend on that $50 that you paid for your reading and you did not show. I have a job. What I do here doesn't pay me jack. And if it were any other astrologer or tarot reader, if there is a no-show, they will not refund your money. You'll put it in the comment section. Nobody does that. So don't send me these snarky emails after I send you 2 emails and saying, hey, I'm waiting for you on the Zoom. Hey, I'm waiting for you on the Zoom, and you still don't respond, and you come back and get all up in my face and all that stuff. I really don't give a rat's ass about you, and your $50, you can stick it where the sun don't shine, because let me tell you, I work hard. I have enough to take care of my business. This is something I just do on the side. So by you saying, oh, you can go ahead and keep that $50 like you're doing me some great charity, girl, stick it. Okay? So don't come at me like that. And anybody here, so many of y'all have had readings from me. So many of y'all. Y'all can attest to this. And those who have had readings with other people, you don't need to mention their names. Think about it. How many times have we seen where people say, it was a no-show, I'm here, there's no show, you don't get a refund, it's your problem. I was here, you didn't show, why should I refund? Legally speaking, I shouldn't have to. But I do it just because, whatever. I don't want to be bothered with all this, It's like, whatever, man, no big deal. So don't come at me and send me all these nasty emails, because that will not work out very well for you, because karma is a bitch and she'll come back and bite you in the behind. So let that be known. All right, moving on, right? And I pushed an appointment to accommodate this person. I was like, yeah, I've done a reading. And then I went back and I looked at my emails. I was like, why is it that this name sounds familiar? And, what do I do with my tissue? Why is it that this name sounds familiar? And I feel like this has happened once before. So I went and checked my emails, and sure enough, it's the same person. And then she goes, no, you have me mistaken for somebody else. And I'm like, I don't think so, because based on what emails I have, the name that she goes by now and her maiden name, like it's there, and the telephone numbers and all that is there. So I'm going to go back and do some more research on that. And I know this person is watching, so I'm addressing you. Unless I have genuinely made a mistake and it's a case of mistaken identity, then of course I apologize for it, and I will fix it and reschedule and do the reading for you free. I'll refund your money anyway, and I'll do the reading for you free. That's fine by me, because I stand by my word, right? Do the right thing. But based on what I already have recorded, no. So kind of pisses me off when people do stuff like that. It's like, what are you smoking? That's true. It's crazy how people, they get all, so they'll be all nice, and the moment they Courtney says my glasses are off. It's crazy how they show their true colors. They get all snarky and stuff. Until then, they're all nice and, stuff. Yeah, once it happens, yeah, fine. Like I said, stuff happens. It's all good. Hey, I can't do it or whatever. I've had readings where, people are like, they have kids at home and the kids are all screaming and yelling, and I never get annoyed. Y'all know, those that has happened, I never get annoyed. Because it's okay, they're kids. Go take care of the child and deal with the child. I'm here, I'm not going anywhere, because it's life, right? That's fine. But if you're a no-show twice and pull some random excuse out of your rear end, it's like, no. That should be on your shirt. What are you smoking? Yeah. So, what are you going to do, y'all? It kind of bothers me because my intention is good. I like to do the right thing, but devil's lettuce. Oh my goodness. Yeah, gypsy girl. You know what? I was like, why is she saying? Because that's my line, sipping gin and juice. If anybody calls and say, what are you doing? I'll be like, yeah, just sitting here sipping gin and juice or eating bonbons, watching TV, right? But yeah, that was another thing that happened, y'all. Oh my God, I'm not going to go into that. Okay, focus. Let's get back to this. We have to have a rant, right? Otherwise, what can I say? And I know the person is watching this, so it's like, I'll just address it. I won't disclose your name because, I won't, but come on now, come on, be an adult here. See, and another thing, y'all, that really bothers me, and I was very upset with the email that I got from her saying that go ahead and keep that like $50, like, oh, you need it, it's charity. I'm like, how many times? Never. Okay, let me rephrase that. When somebody says they want a 45-minute reading or an hour reading or 2-hour reading, this is a challenge. I have never said, oops, your time is up, let's hang up, we have to pay more. I never do that. I have never done that. And any one of y'all over here can attest to that. I'll be like, oh, your time's up, the alarm's on, I'm sorry, that's all, you can't talk anymore, nothing, I'm sorry, you'll have to rebook. I never do that because it's like, my intention is to help, right? And then she comes out with something like that. I'm like, oh, girlfriend. Okay, I gotta change this because her energy is so intense over here. Let me just do this for a second. Hang on. Okay, let's just pull some random cards. We need, we've been talking about that, Courtney, but we've never fixed up a time. Maybe we should do it, right? Do y'all want to do it tomorrow? How about that, Courtney? What do y'all say, y'all? Those, I'll be sipping gin and juice at New Year's. Emma, yeah. Kelly says, all I'm saying, it's not me. No, it isn't you. Yeah, I'm not worth my time, no. Let's pull some cards. Show us what else we need to know about this doofus McGoofus. Brian Christopher Koberger, however you say it. He has this, see, another thing, this 333 is popping up quite a bit. So I wonder if some 3 people are actually involved in helping. Now, Let me be very careful about this. Yeah, it's 12 a.m. somewhere, right? Or 12 o'clock somewhere, or 5 p.m. somewhere. So maybe we should do it tomorrow. Y'all decide and put it in the comment section. It's 5 p.m. somewhere. There we go. So I was just going to say, this 3 seems to be consistent here. So I wonder if there are 3 people who are involved, as in actually physically helped him in the act, or who would be considered as aiding and abetting in the crime. I would go so far as to say aiding and abetting in the crime. See, but this whole situation between the parent and the children is very, very prominent. That's also coming up like very, very strong. And Page of Cups. Now, Page of Cups does talk about pursuing a new endeavor, bringing forth a new offer or a new endeavor, but it's more an emotional offer. So I wonder, Barbara says, love your rants. Thank you. Beck says, I felt like he helped him. Yeah. So either physically helped him or aided and abetted in some way. Then we have the 7 of Wands. But moving back to the Page of Cups, I want to say, like, emotionally bringing forth an offer. I do believe he was shunned, he was denied, he was rebuked, he was, and that is what might have pissed him off or got him going. Okay. 3 of Cups, here you go again. 7 of Wands, 3 of Cups. Page of Cups again. Okay. 7 of Wands is self-protection, defense, protecting yourself against competition. 3 of Cups and Page of Cups. Why is this card popping up? Did he feel like he had to protect himself from the 3 people? Or seeing as how this Page of Cups, because Page of Cups is young, masculine, in this case, Page. What's his name? Zena's boyfriend. Oh, the young man. I wonder whether he came to... I wonder if he felt he needed to protect himself against that other male in the house, and he was prepared for that. So then he could get to the 3 girls. Or is this showing me that he needed to protect himself against these 3 people and that other male? Okay, I don't know. Let me redo this. That's a bit of a confusing message. Let me redo it. Yeah, that kid, the Hudson Lindo, right? Yeah. I don't know, y'all. I'm going to do a reading for him. So, wait, Beck says he was using heroin? Oh, I did not know that. Well, the 7 of Cups popped up. So, and temperance, addictions, overindulgences. I said that. What about the guy? Ethan Chapman, yeah. Chapin. No, the other student who passed in the river, that was way before these 4 were murdered. That was way before these 4 murdered, I think. Okay, let me go back and ask. Okay, let's ask. Oh my God, why is this headache popping up now? I've been drinking water. 9 of Wands, stay within your limits. Ace of Wands. 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Why would you have to stay within your limits? Create a new endeavor, go forward, and then 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. Okay, that's weird. Okay, so 4 of Swords, I'm so annoyed with this Three of Cups popping up. Why are you popping up? And then we have Suspension, which is, let me show you the cards because I didn't hold these up. Let me hold them up for you. So you see that? This guy is the Nine of Wands. Beautiful artwork. This is the Ace of Wands. Okay. Very illusions about being that ultimate macho kind of a guy. Four of Swords. Three of Cups. Suspension. So, Nine of Wands, Ace of Wands, Nine of Cups, Four of Swords, Three of Cups, and Suspension. So, there is this need to stay within the limits, or stay within the boundaries, be conservative in terms of taking action and in this new endeavor, in this new creation. So, be conservative in taking action. Your wish will be fulfilled, but Four of Swords says that you need to rest, retreat, and recover before you go on to Three of Cups, which is collaborate and enjoy your time and collaborate with that circle of support. And then Suspension is being in that state of, Suspension is a hangman, which is Neptune, confusion, illusion, and dreams. But Suspension is, there was a little bit of uncertainty and the inability to move forward. You know what? I believe that he went off to his parents to take some rest before he went on a new adventure to further fulfill his wishes. So he needed some rest. Stay within your bounds. Be conservative in your approach. Like, don't go, on a drinking spree type of thing, like party type of stuff. So he was being very cognizant about his boundaries. Three of Cups, rejoice, partnerships, go on, collaboration, emotional collaboration. Y'all, I do believe his family was kind of sort of aware of what had gone wrong. Something major had gone wrong, but they were confused themselves. Not confused themselves. They were like, we're uncertain. What do we do? What do we do now? This card. And then we have the Queen of Wands. See the mom again. What is it about the mother again? I believe the family kind of sort of knew that something was really off, but they couldn't quite know what it was. And then when they found out, they kind of rallied around him. Five of Wands. The Queen of Wands is having the self-confidence and self-assuredness in terms of taking action that would help, right? Five of Wands is help in minimizing challenges and obstacles that might arise due to this particular situation. Oh my God. Seven of Swords again. God damn. And then Eight of Wands. The Death card, not at all surprised. And the Chariot in the reverse again. I do believe, y'all, he went back for rest before and lay low before he could take action to go off on another adventure, which was again wish fulfillment. So he did retreat, solitude and rest, so that he could collaborate again. But there was a little bit of uncertainty in terms of collaborating and the people who he would collaborate with. Okay. Then you have the Queen of Wands. Somebody, a senior, older female, took the initiative, gave the confidence to take necessary measures to prevent any obstacles or challenges from arising because of the Seven of Swords situation that he took. So take precautionary measures to help support and stop this betrayal, dishonesty, this running away type of thing, and from him actually walking away from that. And the death card is hoping that change and rebirth would appear, because this is a Scorpio card, right? Hoping there would be change and rebirth, hoping that by magic something could be changed. But then Chariot is in the reverse, but you cannot change emotions, greatly lacking. One more card. Seven of Wands. How many times has the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Wands popped up? Self-defense, protect against competition. Look, they are going to try their very best to use this psychology, psychiatry. He's crazy. He's whatchamacall, schizophrenic. He's like bipolar. He's got mental issues. They're going to do that. I think the mother might have helped him, saying that, oh, he's had another episode, stay home and stay quiet and stay low. That's what the cards are telling me. Okay. But it looks like his nose is broken, but to me it doesn't look like the nose is broken anytime now. Seems like a older kind of, older injury, Barbara Devi. Not mentally ill, possibly. But you know how if you have a good attorney, you can twist it anyway. Emma Flutterfly says, in your past reading, you said he would go to his family over holidays and they would suspect something. Yes, I did say that, Emma. Thank you for... what did I do with my tissue? Did I just drop it somewhere? Bunny, what happened to... Here. So... And before y'all all go crazy, oh my gosh, she picked up a tissue that is dropped on the floor. This is a wooden floor. I'm okay. I don't give a flip. There you have it. Now, if a tissue is fallen on somewhere else in an outside place or a bathroom or some other dirtier place, I'd be like, yeah, no, we are not doing that. But it's right here on my little blankie, so I'm okay with it. Maybe his mom called in a tip. Possible. There's a high possibility. I did say that he's going to go to the family over the holidays. And I did say that they have to move fast. Did I not say that? Okay. Okay, sip of water and let's get on. Because Margaret, Thunder 420 says boxer nose. Yeah, I think I did say that. Yeah, I think I did say that. But I haven't gone back and watched my videos. Yeah, my nose is irritated talking about his nose. Oh, I did say about his nose? Yeah. So there you go. Seriously, y'all, I very rarely go back and watch my videos. Very, very rarely. You did say they have to move fast. Yeah, I did say that. I said about the car, true. And it is, did I not say it was a hatchback type of a car? Not like a pickup or a SUV, but the hatchback. Yeah, I did say that. Okay, so please don't ask personal questions because I'm not going to be doing that. Any other questions y'all have like that we may not. I'll do another video too, but... Leona Foot says... HRLLO. Hello? Okay. Okay. Bex just removed. Okay. When they're curious about the Elantra girl, who knows about these cops? Sometimes I feel... we all go through, let's face it, we all have this love-hate relationship with the law enforcement, right? Because it's like, sometimes, we all know that law enforcement is, not everybody in law enforcement is all dependable and honest and all that. Like in any industry, like in any field, you have the crooked ones too, unfortunately, right? But see, for this guy, I don't think he's the fall guy, Courtney. I don't think he's the fall guy. But I will say that a lot of thought has been put into this. Okay? It's not, and I said this before, I say this now. It's not like he had this, oh, I feel like a soda. I'm going to go get a soda. Impulsive, random. There's some thought put into it. So I said that from the very beginning. There was collateral damage. So that went there. This comes here. This Page of Cups, here we go again. 6 of Wands, Page of Cups, and Page of Swords. Y'all, I kid you not. Okay, 6 of Wands, Page of Cups, Page of Swords. There will be 2 more people who are going to be pulled into this. Whether they were actively responsible or whether they just aided and abetted somehow. So I think they were talking about 9,000 something tips that came in, and they did some 300 interviews and stuff. So maybe somebody called in as a tip, and maybe the tip was a family member itself. Who knows? River Birch Farm says he followed Maddie and Kaylee on social media. Yeah, I do believe 2 of them were collateral damage. I'm going to stick to that. Seriously. The Sun card, the Magician, he popped up before. 5 of Cups, King of Pentacles has popped up before. 3 of Wands, the 3s have come up again, this card. And the Moon card. What are the odds? Let me show you the cards. So we have the Sun card, right? We have the Magician. We have the 5 of Cups. Focus. There we go. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the 3 of Wands. Remember the 3 of Cups and 3 of Wands? Focus. Pop up quite a bit. And we have the Moon card. So what are the odds that you would have the Sun card as your first card and the Moon card as the last card? So the Sun card is a yes card typically, and the Moon card is a no card. But the Sun card also does talk about ego and will. And it's a Leo card, and he's a Scorpio. So 12, 11, 10th house. Leo is his 10th house. It's all about morals and life goals and profession and work and that sort of that. And then you have the Magician here too. So the Magician is Mercury, right? Communication and travel and that masculine, powerful energy, having that ability to summon new ideas, to create, feeling powerful, feeling like you can create magic, do whatever you want. And then you have the 5 of Cups. And the 5 of Cups is feeling emotionally bereft or left behind or alienated. So, and then followed by that, you have the King of Pentacles. And King of Pentacles is again being very solid and practical and come across as being very dependable and solid type of a person, right? And then you have the 3 of Wands. And the 3 of Wands does talk about commerce and expansion and travel. And again, it's being... not only being having that that solid kind of earthy, grounded energy, portraying that, but also portraying the energy of being somebody who is all about travel. Could be mental, could be physical travel, and could also be expansion on ideas, on ideals. So basically projecting this image of being very masculine, very stable, like the epitome of male, as we know. And yes, I know this is 2022, so don't go off on me. Like something about traditional gender roles, I feel he values. Weirdest stuff. And then you have the moon card, and the moon card is Pisces. And the moon card does talk about imagination and intuition. This fellow, in his head, he has a completely different perception about himself and completely different idea of what a real man is, that kind of a weirdness, and how he imagines himself to be. Like false sense of self, like an illusion. It's really weird. But then again, let's look at let's look at Pisces, which is the moon card. It's ruled by Jupiter and Neptune. So this ego and will, which is more that physical type of thing, ego and will, right? And then the imaginative, emotional side, which is Pisces, the moon card, right? Emotions, moon, those that are hidden behind the scenes. There is an illusion and a confusion and lacking of clarity. So in his head, he is very confused and has what to a normal human being would be a inappropriate, incorrect, inaccurate sense of self or ideology, or how he thinks an ideal male should be, or that sort of a thing. But emotionally too, he's very alienated. He can detach himself emotionally from any situation. But then that weird sense of ego, I can do whatever I want. I can create whatever magic I want, and I can detach myself emotionally and delve into this nefarious kind of an activity, this fantasy, and carry out this endeavor. So he can very well detach his emotions to carry out this and be successful. He's smart enough to know that he has to separate his emotions from his ego and will to be able to accomplish all of this. I'm kind of getting all like suckered into this, like seriously. I wonder who's going to pay all of his students. Yeah, right. Don't get me started on the student loan business now. Monica, I mean, I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying. Okay. Oh my God, this guy is somebody else, man. Wow. 6 of Wands. Oh my goodness. Can we talk about something else for a second? He can complete his studies in prison. Oh, he's going to be learning. He's going to be doing a lot of learning in prison, trust me. Judgment. The Star card. Yeah, y'all. He might. Insanity. Star card and 9 of Cups. Yeah. Very unfortunate. They are going to ask for pardon. He's going to get some help from the mental, emotional, psychiatric type of a thing, and he's going to be getting away with it. Very unfortunate. They're going to go on that angle, y'all. Yeah, that was Bernie. No, it wasn't my stomach, it was Bernie. Bernie, everybody's asking about you, boo-boo. What you doing, boy? What you doing? Y'all, I make this mistake and I'm so mad at myself for doing that, but then I can't help myself. I go online randomly and I look at animal adoption and rescues and all that. And I get all emotional about it and all that stuff, looking at those sad faces, and I feel so sad and terrible and I can't sleep and this and that and all that weird stuff. And then I keep telling Mark, I said, we need to go and rescue another dog and do this. And he's like, yeah, that's fine, but are you going to be able to take care? I'm like, I've always had extra large giant dogs, right? Bernards and Mastiffs and all that stuff, so I'm okay with it. But I was thinking, considering my travel, leaving them behind like that, maybe getting another buddy for Bernie might help him, like, because he does have separation. He's always had separation anxiety. But he enjoys his time at the kennel too, because he's always happy, like, you can tell. And I take him for daycare once in a while, not very often, maybe once every couple, 2-3 months. And he just is so happy to go there. And when I pick him up too, he's all excited. And he doesn't mind. You can tell, if he's had a bad experience and then you take him the second time, his tail will be all tucked in. And I know he's very excited to go there. So I was seriously looking and I found this dog, y'all. I haven't been able to stop myself from thinking about that dog. And I do this to myself. And let me tell you, boarding giant dogs, their medical bills, everything is double, right? Because it all goes on there. You can't go stick him in the regular small kennel. He has to have the king suite or the extra large suite or the only suite, which is like just as expensive as a hotel room. I mean, yeah, am I complaining? Yeah, but really, am I complaining? No. So, but then the cost does add up, right? And I'm like, do I really want to commit myself to that? And I'm like, to heck with it. I just looked at that doggy's face and I was like, oh my God. So I sent them an email. And of course they said, oh yeah, you have experience, because I sent them pictures of my Mastiff and this guy and my Russian of Charka. And they're like, oh yeah, I mean, you have experience with giant breeds, so you're fine. But then we'll have to get back, they go back and forth a couple, 2-3 times. So, and I told Mark and he goes, that's all he says. He kind of shakes his head. So I don't know what's going to happen. The only thing I was concerned about is because that dog is a lot younger than Bernie. I think he's about 2.5 years old and Bernie is going to be 10. And Bernie is very relaxed. So sometimes when you get a slightly more energetic dog than a older dog, it's not fair, right? So that's the only hesitation I have. So I did tell them that. And I said, if he's too hyperactive, I will not be taking him, because I don't want to put Bernie through that. I'd rather take a dog that's older, maybe a little bit more mellow. So that's where we are at. So don't be surprised if you see another little critter's head popping up here pretty soon. So 7 of Cups. Overindulgences. Did he have some addictions, this fellow, doofus? Excessiveness. Nothing is done in moderation for this guy. Okay, let's stop. Yeah, I mean, I understand, sometimes, the younger dogs kind of, oh yeah. So we'll see. But then again, with that hyper energy, I don't want Buddy to feel like he's misplaced, right? Or not misplaced, displaced. I don't want him to feel like that. Yeah. I I should sometimes show the collar that I used for Tigger. That dog was huge. I still have their collars and their leashes. I haven't chucked them. So, anyway, let's get on with this. Do you all have any questions for me, or shall we kind of wind this up? So, food, everything is expensive for these dogs, right? No, he planned it. He even timed it for when Kaylee would come back into town based on her social media. I didn't know that. I bet he was in the bar watching them. Long time ago, he was a heroin addict. Oh, well, she says it's a rumor. Don't you sleep on heroin? This must have been an upper or something. Who knows? Thank you, Marisol. Yeah, I'm a like I can't. So another just on a lighter note, a couple of weeks ago, like I was outside and I saw this little, what appeared like a long-haired dachshund, and was at my neighbor's, and they have 3 dogs, and he was like hanging around there and barking, and I was like, first I thought it was their dog because they have a little mop dog like that, and his name is Tank. And Tank had a habit of coming out from their gate, and he would come a couple times. I caught him right here by my garage door. He'd come and pee here, and one time he had gone, the garage was open, and I was like, what is that noise over there? And he had gone into the garage, and he had hopped into, I keep all the goodies over there for Bernie before I move it into the house. He had already jumped in there, and he was busy eating up some of his kibble and stuff like that. I had cut it open to put them in containers to bring them in, and I was like, you little shyster. And he peed in the garage. I was like, oh, anyway, so I thought it was him, Tank, and I was like, hey, Tank, and come to realize it isn't. Well, it's this little King Charles Spaniel and a Dachshund mix, and he's 14 years old, and his name is Charles. So anyway, long story short, we picked him up, and he was so sweet. And Mark is like, why do you have to do all that? I'm like, not that he's against me or stopping me. You can tell, like, he's like, why does she find strays? Why do strays come around here, type of thing. And he always laughs at me because I don't know why they come and find you. But anyway, so took him, and then we microchipped him and found out who, and it was somebody in our neighborhood. So this morning, Bernie, on his second walk at 9 o'clock, he's like, Mom, I want to go. I took him down, and guess what? That owner was like looking around. I said, Charles escaped again? And he goes, yeah. So I said, it's a good thing Bernie is with me. So I said, Bernie, go sniff him out. And he goes and sniffs him out, and he comes out from behind one of those hedges in one of the houses over there. Charles is just sitting there. I was like, what the hey, dog? So I remember that time I was telling Mark, I said, I hope we don't find the owner, and if we call the owner, I hope the owner says they don't want him so we can keep him. And Mark was also fine because he's like, he's so quiet. He rode with us very well, going to the vet, and he was all quiet. He never barked and everything. So yeah, but we found his owners anyway. Okay. Delvin, you have to watch. Yeah, we got a lot. Bernie's a dog whisperer. He really is. He's good with dogs, man, and people. No, Bobo? He's like, Mom, whatever. Wheel of Fortune. I do believe that things are going to progress now. They're going to things are going to progress fast, and things are going to change. They're going to bring about certain, either more arrests or more allegations. So suspend and Knight of Pentacles. So I do believe with the suspend card, which is basically the hangman, right? There is again a little bit of feeling stuck and inability to move forward. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles, and Knight of Pentacles does talk about being patient. There could be some frustration because there will be a couple of roadblocks, and the inability to move forward, obstructions, and they will feel like, we are unable to move forward, but it will come around. It will come around. So they could feel Tower card, and the Tower card basically says the whole thing is going to be destroyed, meaning I do believe that the not that the case is going to be destroyed or they're going to lose it. I do believe that this whole thing is going to be brought down, in the sense that going to be resolved, not in a negative way but in a positive way. But Four of Pentacles, they have to be a little bit patient, because they're still holding back some very key information, very, very key important information. Then you have the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords is the reason they're holding back that information is because there's a lot of talk, a lot of gossip. I do believe this is going to impact a couple of important key players who people are going to be surprised that, oh, we never thought these people would be involved in it. So there's still some information that is being kept quiet. Anyway, I'm going to stop this, y'all. All right, y'all, I'm going to stop this. I'm going to call it a 10-4. Yeah, I'll do the the Zoom for us tomorrow. So those of you who are interested, send me an email and I will send you the invite. If you don't get the invite, because I know some of you all the time difference, right? If you don't get it right now, don't fret. If I don't send it out right now, I'll send it out first thing in the morning for me. So either way, at least check your email couple of hours before 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. You will have the invite. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Let me call it a 10-4. So thank you, everybody. I do appreciate you all showing up here. Thank you so very much, and you all have a great evening, and take care. Have a good weekend, and see you in the next video. Okay, I'm going to log out. Bye for now.